can you recall a moment of your life when something that you have been wishing for a long time finally happens? I am today what I believe about myself.
Life wasn't always this groovy, and I wasn't such a believer.
I use this platform to share with you my story of how I got here. I come from a very small town in Assam and from very, very humble beginnings.
Right after college, I pursued a profession of a flight attendant. The primary motive behind pursuing this job was mainly money. Sort of I love traveling, and kind of I like meeting people. All my life, I felt like a bondage of financial crisis. And that's what I wanted more than anything else, financial freedom, to be happy and free. So here I am, enjoying my life. Life looked pretty good. During that time, an amazing man entered my life. I was so mesmerized by his persona. So smart, so intelligent, so tall. For me, he was my perfect Renaissance man. While I was super ecstatic to be with him, simultaneously, it triggered within me a sense of inadequacy and inferiority. I felt I was less than him. I felt I'm not smart enough, intelligent enough, I'm not deserving enough of him. I felt he's more special than I am. In my head, I had placed him on a higher pedestal. My self-esteem was crushed, and a strong sense of insignificance overpowered me. I also felt really replaceable in my job. It took me at least 4 attempts to get to this job, and just after 2 years of being in that job, and just before I turned 25, I found myself in a situation which was something like this saying: you climb a mountain, and after reaching the top, you realize you climbed the wrong mountain. I created a situation in my life where I felt so hopeless, so confused, so lost, and so unhappy. I was a very unhappy child waiting to grow up to be happy. Here I was, almost lived a quarter of my life, a full-grown adult, still searching for happiness, love, money, success, and I don't even know what else I wanted. I felt whatever I knew about life doesn't make sense, and it was just not working out for me anymore. Exactly 3 years back, on this date, 6th of August, 2013, I came across a new way of living. I found the secret. I was suffering inside, but I had to go each day for my flights with a plastic smile and makeup on my face. In one such flight, a kind colleague of mine handed me the book, The Secret. And yes, I proudly declare I'm one of the many humans whose life has been transformed radically by this powerful book. As I opened the book, I felt a strong sense of superpower sucking out, draining all the anxiety and doubt. I felt so strongly that through that book, the universe wanted to speak to me. I felt, for the first time, a very strong connection with the universe, which was always available for me, but I wasn't connecting. I finished reading the book overnight, and by the time I returned the book back, I was a completely transformed person. Nothing had changed outside, not even the weather, but everything inside me had changed. My heart, my mind, my soul, everything changed. The huge relief that I got from this book was the courage to accept that this is not the life that I truly desire, and to declare I'm now ready to change it. I also felt a bit angry that why I didn't have this information before. My life would have been so much better and different by now. With that anger sprung a strong desire to change and create the life I wanted, and also to share it with the world. And I found my true calling to become a spiritual teacher and a motivational speaker, because I found it an idea really worth spreading. It also aches my heart that the magnitude and the importance of the law of attraction sometimes gets lost and comes across as a fad for those who fail to understand it well. So I took it as my job to teach and share the knowledge. It is not only about how to get things, it's so much more and beyond. The understanding of the laws of the universe and the law of attraction has taught me so much more about kindness, forgiveness, compassion, and being non-judgmental. It has given me a greater understanding of self-love and a strong message that anyone can make a difference in the world. So can I. And it took me almost 25 years to just realize this. Now, I have a challenge. Ideally, motivational speakers have a story. Either they have conquered something really tragic or they have created something really phenomenal. I don't have a sad story. Yeah, I had my struggles, but they are not tragic enough to make me a motivational speaker. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm not from Harvard or Oxford. I'm not a doctor, an engineer, MBA, PhD. So how would I become a motivational speaker? How would I crack this code? Why should anyone listen to me? Who am I to do this? I was just still a regular flight attendant. I was so regular. It dawned upon me that if I want to be a TEDx speaker, let me apply TED in my own life, which stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. I don't need an external degree as much as I needed an internal degree. I cannot wait for the world to qualify me. I have to qualify myself. And I needed one more breakup. I have to break up. I have to break up with ordinary Monisha and start a new relationship with extraordinary Monisha. Technology. I dug my neck deep into self-help materials, read hundreds of books, listened to audios, and more importantly, practiced everything like a full-time job, from positive affirmation to mirror work to meditation to yoga to exercise, dieting, eating well, sleeping well, all sorts of technology, scientific technology, metaphysical technology, yogic technology. I so wanted to change my life, to change my mind. Entertainment. I spent hours trying to get inside the minds of all those whom I admire. I have many role models all my life, and I really wanted to know what makes them different and what makes them stand out. There's a saying, when the student is ready, teachers appear. In my life also, many profound Western teachers appeared in the form of books, and I became an addicted student of teachers like Miss Oprah Winfrey, Gabby Bernstein, and Abraham Hicks. I spent a lot of time with myself, manipulating and obsessing and brainwashing my mind to choose loving thoughts over fear, to not be scared, to not to live with fear anymore. And I also became a very sincere student of a beautiful metaphysical book, A Course in Miracles. With the technology and entertainment, I began to design my life the way I wanted. Started maintaining journals, vision boards, became the author of my own life, and also the author of my first book. I daydream most of the time. I imagine the heck out of my life. I became very conscious of choosing my thoughts and emotions moment to moment. I became such a devoted and sincere student of life that life couldn't help but love me back by something like this. I created my own reality and became the winner of a beauty pageant at just 5'3". It's also amazing. Here I am with my childhood role model, Kareena Kapoor Khan. She needs no introduction. It's also amazing that I always wanted to become a Miss India, but I couldn't even try because I don't qualify by height. But once I began to let go of my own mental blocks, life had its own way of delighting me by one-of-a-kind beauty pageant, Miss Ethnic. In one evening, so many of my dreams came into reality. I'm standing next to my role model, and I got to hug her twice. It's an understanding for some of you that I'm a motivational speaker today because I'm Miss Ethnic. But the truth is quite the opposite. I was a motivational speaker first. That's how I became Miss Ethnic. Whether you're tall or short, rich or poor, deserving or not, good or bad, right or wrong, life only reflects back what is going on in your own mind. I just did not get lucky because I know for sure luck favors the obsessed and I have been obsessively focused in creating the life I want. So now I will share with you my top 3 lessons to decode the difference between an extraordinary and ordinary. First, you can learn greatness. You can learn anything in this world, really, from technology to business to language, anything. You can even teach yourself how to be great. All you need to do is just decide. It's never too late, never too early. The moment you decide, the time is right. It took me a quarter of my life to make this decision, and once I began this journey of learning greatness, life has become magical. Second, success is an inside job. Outer success is a reflection of your inner success. Today, I truly believe in these words. You don't need so much of an external breakthrough. You don't need more qualification, more degree, more contacts, more influence, more talents. The moment you really feel that you are ready for something, you really believe that in your bones, you will receive it. You will receive whatever you believe. The moment you change your perception about yourself, the outside world will respond accordingly. When you let your inspiration to be your only guide, when you rely only on your own inspiration, when you listen to your own inspiration a little more, you'll be able to let go of all the noises in your head and all the excuses that is holding you back. You'll be able to muster the skills, the talents, and above all, the courage to take action for your big dreams. You'll have the courage to go after your dreams and the glory of living your dreams. Third, there's no such thing as failure. I have failed several times in several areas of my life, from academics to sports to interviews, and very brutally in my personal relationships. But today I'm not scared of failure at all. I have a very compassionate relationship with failure because my understanding of failure has shifted. Failure is only a perspective. It is a reflection of your own limiting beliefs. So whenever you feel that you're failing at something or you feel like a failure, take it as an opportunity to clean up your thoughts processes, to get more committed, to change your thoughts into better and more powerful beliefs. The more it pains, the greater is the lesson. The more you're suffering, the harder you're resisting your own learning and growth. So ladies and gentlemen, today I'd like to encourage all of you to go out and organize a breakup party. Break up with your littleness and embrace your magnitude. You don't do anything for anyone by playing small. What the world needs right now more than ever before is more and more people waking up to their own greatness. Get so busy dreaming, visualizing, imagining your glorious and ideal life that you have no time to worry, no time to listen to that fearful voice inside your head. If I was able to get your attention even for a little while, if something resonated with you, it's for one reason only. Because you know in your hearts that you have all it takes to become great. You are not regular. I am not regular. There's something really special about you. So imagine a little more and believe a lot more. Because in life, you don't always get what you want, but you definitely get what you believe. Thank you very much.